Well, miners are standing ready to embark on 9 gigawatts worth of renewable energy projects to supply power to the grid. But government needs to speed up their work on the country's transmission capabilities and also provide convincing incentives. And that's according to Outgoing Minerals Council CEO Roger Baxter. Now, he was speaking on the sidelines of the National Demand Side Management Indaba. Baxter's remarks come as the economy, of course, suffering from these crippling power cuts, which is also threatening both economic growth and jobs around the country.
We've got, as the mining sector, 9 gigawatts. That's all the stages of load shedding taken away, of renewable energy projects that our members are willing to invest in. That's probably 160 billion rands worth of investment over the next 5 years. There are some issues that are holding back our investment in those, such as the availability of the transmission network to bring the electricity back from the Northern Cape. If you set up a solar farm, you want to be able to use the electricity back in Gauteng or in the Northwest Province, etc., etc. So there are some specific constraints, but it's going to take a little bit of time for us to be able to bring on the generation capacity. So what's critical for all of us here is what can we do in the short term to reduce the energy crisis. And so the short term is very much focused on what we can do, whether it's Eskom buybacks, whether it's specific incentives that can be put in place. And government have come to the party on trying to encourage some incentives, but we think that there needs to be a greater, longer-term program on incentives, particularly around demand market participation and demand-side measures, which obviously reduce demand, at least in the short term.